What is up, VIPs? Welcome back to the channel. Hey, I got a little bit of iced mocha I'm drinking here. If you watched my shopping video recently, you saw that I got a mocha at Starbucks. I made an iced mocha here at home. It's actually really simple. I put 6 ounces of coffee from my Keurig, which is the smallest button I have. Then I put in half a cup of almond milk. I put in 2 tablespoons of chocolate syrup, good old-fashioned, I think it was generic chocolate syrup, to be honest. And then some stevia, because we're trying to watch our sugar intake. Now, yes, I know chocolate syrup has sugar in it. We're working our way down to the sugar-free, but that's what I did. Anyway, it's really good. But today, I want to talk to you because I've got a confession to make. Yes, and before I do that, let me show you something real quick here, okay? So, first of all, you got the Christmas tree, and of course, we got presents under the tree. That's right, we got some presents going on, and my confession has to do with that because... Here's my confession. I suck at wrapping. Oh, there it is. Oh, what a weight off my chest, right? I'm not good at wrapping presents. Let me get one here. This is one that I wrapped. Now, you might say, oh, that's not bad. It's not a bad wrapping job. You've got some stuff and things, you know, whatever. It's fine. But here's the thing. That took me like forever to wrap that present. My wife would have been like, and nailed it out. I'm like, thing and the cutting and that one of them I cut the paper too short and it was a whole mess. So anyway, I'm just not good at it. I've never been good at it. When I could see I wasn't good at it, now that I'm a VIP, I'm not good at it. Some people will be like, well, you're a guys, and that's dumb. That's a stereotype. Lots of guys can rap. Some people will say, well, you're blind, so you can't, and that's dumb. A lot of rapping is feeling, so you can wrap presents. I'm just not very good at it. It's not a skill that I have, and not one that I'm probably ever going to master. It's just not one I do a lot. My wife wraps all the presents because she does such a wonderful job, and it's not because I don't want to wrap presents. Okay, maybe a little bit. Who wants to wrap presents? But my wife does such a beautiful job. She gets the bows matching, gets the ribbon, she does the whole thing, and it's great. And she wraps all the presents, except her own presents. She can't wrap her own presents. That's my job or somebody's job, and it falls to me. So I've got to wrap her presents. So today, I spent a little time this morning wrapping presents. Now, here's the thing. I could put them all in bags, right? I could just stick everything in a bag. There you go. That's the 5 minutes I spent. But my wife likes wrapping presents just like everybody else. Excuse me, unwrapping presents. No, she hates wrapping presents like everybody else. She likes unwrapping presents, right? I mean, that's the thing. If she has to wrap her own presents, that's kind of a, so I wrap her presents so that she can have the joy whenever we open presents together. She's opening and tearing the paper, and instead of just going out of the bag like, oh, yes, thanks, oh, yeah, So that's what I do. I wrap the presents. Now, when she looks at those presents from me to her, she knows I wrap those presents. 1, because nobody else wrapped them, so it's got to be me. And 2, because the wrapping job's pretty junk. But that's the thing. The wrapping job is sort of junk, but it's my wrapping job. I took the time to wrap those presents. And I think that means a ton because it means I took time from my selfish whatever and put time on her. Even though my skill is not wrapping presents. I have other skills in my many skills, whatever. I have other skills, but it's not wrapping presents. But that doesn't mean I don't wrap the presents. And, I could even try to use the grand excuse of, I'm blind, and so I can't wrap these presents. But that doesn't work in my house. It's never worked in my house. The out of sight, out of mind, true as it may be, does not fly in here. And so she's like, wrap my presents. I don't care what they look like. You need to wrap them so that I can enjoy and have that surprise like everybody else. And that is true. And so today, just using this as an example, I want to let you know that you might not have a certain skill in life, or you might have a certain skill that has been drastically affected by your visual impairment. Maybe you liked drawing and artistry. Maybe you liked wrapping presents. Maybe you liked working on cars. Maybe you had a hobby that you really enjoyed that has been affected by sight loss, or something that your skill set isn't very good at, but you have to do because you live with a family and that sort of thing. I just want to encourage you, do it. Nike got it right. Just do it. And it may not look great. It may not be great. Maybe you have to cook dinner because maybe your spouse goes to work and you have to make dinner. I do that on a regular basis. Are my dinners the best? Probably not. But hey, they're edible. Sometimes they taste great. It's a thing. Sometimes it burns up, whatever. But I go ahead and make the dinner. And I'm working on that because that's something I have to do. It doesn't matter if I'm blind or not. I still got to do it because it's got to be done. Can't expect my 9-year-old to be responsible for dinner. I'm the adult, I get to do that. So if you are sort of debating in your mind, questioning, like, I can't do this anymore, I'm just not going to do it, you got to get over that. And sometimes I'm real positive and like, oh yeah, but sometimes you just got to suck it up and do it. And I don't mean that negatively, like, suck it up, soldier. I don't mean that. I mean, you just got to do it, you know? It might be bad at first. My wrapping job has gotten a lot better over the years. I mean, it just has. Like, let me show you this one. Let's see. So this right here, this is my wrapping job. It's actually not, I mean, if you can see it all, there's like this big spot like right here where it's like jutting out. But you know, for the most part, that's a pretty darn good wrapping job. I'm actually very pleased with that. And the name. Now, by the way, I can't write her name to save my life, but they always know the scribbly handwriting is, you know, mine. But it's a pretty good wrapping job for the most part. Now, 10 years ago, this wouldn't have looked like this. It would have looked a lot worse, or maybe been in a bag. But over the years, I've gotten better at it because why? Well, I had to do it, so I just did it. Not because I had to wrap presents because I was blind and I had to prove some point, but because my wife wanted presents wrapped and I was the only one to do it, and so I took time to do it. So, if you're feeling that kind of like, I don't know, my skills, my thing, I'm blind, do it. Just do it. Sometimes we have to. And if it sucks at first, welcome to the club. Here's your card, because we all suck at first, especially on things that we're not very good at. But as we do it more, we're going to get better. And even if it's not super perfect, that's okay, because you took time out of your schedule, out of your sort of selfish, like, oh, I want to do this, and you put it on this because of somebody else and some other purpose and something beyond yourself. And I think that's really what's most important. So, that being said, my question for you today is, what's one thing that you're not very good at, or your skill set doesn't include, but you got to do? Is it cooking? Is it wrapping presents? Is it, you know, something like that? Or maybe you've had a skill that you're great at, but it's been drastically affected by sight loss. I'd love to hear about that as well. So let me know. Give me the comments. Give me the questions. Whatever it is, I want to hear about it. Others would as well. So let me know in the comments below. Hey, if you like this video, if you found it helpful or encouraging, then show your support by giving it a big thumbs up and sharing it out with somebody that you know. And don't forget, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, so that you don't miss another single video. By the way, if you're interested in this ice mocha thing, I'm gonna put the recipe down in the description box below. So if you wanna try it out for yourself, you can. It has nothing to do with sight loss, and that's the beauty of it. Hey, if you're new around here, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully this wasn't too wild and crazy. Thanks again for watching, guys, wherever you are, and until next time, remember that sight loss isn't the end, it's just the beginning. My name's Eric Daniel from LifeAfterSightLoss.com, and I'll see you in the next one.